Wildcard Club. My name's Minty Yukime. I usually just go by Minty or Yuki. I'm a mint-themed VTuber, a singer, a producer, and apparently someone who just spent the last decade teaching myself a random assortment of skills to try and become famous on the internet instead of just getting a normal hobby. I've been learning FL Studio since 2012 and singing most of my life, but to be honest, I've never had any formal training, but I don't let that stop me. I'm all self-taught. In 2023, I premiered my first original song, Girl in the Stars. It's a track inspired by Owl City and the Postal Service, and it felt like I was working up to it since I became a VTuber back in 2020, so I'm very proud of it. Darling, I'll guide you, I'm with you. Remember when you stand beside me, I feel like I could shine forever. I've slowly been building up more and more skills over the years. FL Studio and singing obviously, but also video editing, which is one of my strongest skills. So if you need an editor, I'm open to working with y'all in that way too. I have a close partner I live with who likes to play the bass and record live instruments, and we're both huge fans of Sonic the Hedgehog. So about 2 years ago, we had the idea to make a Sonic cover album together. I didn't know anything about guitars or production of rock music, so he handled the instrumentation and I worked on singing my heart out in a way that I never had before. For full disclosure, I'm transgender, and I've had a vocal feminization surgery. If you're curious, here's my video about it. But after some self-discovery, I realized gender fluid was more fitting for me, and so I was more comfortable singing the masculine parts for these songs. And I think I really showed off some of my strongest vocals with them, so here's some snips from those. Fortune shines with 7 in hand. Back to fact, make real of all that seems. Make real of all that seems. 7 rings in hand, speed through nights with feet in sand. 7 rings in hand, wonders all under command. 7 rings in hand, wild with just one single hand. We never quite finished the album, but we were also working on City Escape, so here's a bit of the unfinished cover from that. I'm pretty happy with my singing in it. Woo! Oh yeah! Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, have to keep moving on. Guess what lies ahead? Only one way to find out. So after that, I hadn't made an original song in a while, and I spent way too long putting together the song and video for my second original song, Take a Bite. This one was kind of a theme or debut type song to go along with this new design, where instead of a kitsune, I was a virus. It sort of reflects a different side of me, and it's more aligned with my more gender ambiguous nature now that I've kind of changed and grown as a person over the past 6 years. I learned a lot of music production skills and techniques since my first song, so I put them on display here. Can you take a look at me and see what's inside? Something dangerous to find in me. So that's how the story goes. Hope you liked it. Wouldn't change a thing unless you could find out how to rewind this life that will hide it. Oops, that's Minty signing off. Oh, and fun fact, my friend Potter made this model art, and I learned to rig it myself in live duty. I have a habit of just learning anything that I need to do the things that I want to do. Or at least, that's the nice positive way I like to spin the fact that I am constantly on a creative roller coaster piloted by my ADHD that would make Mr. Bones' wild ride look like Nirvana. Please help. Somebody help me. It's a little embarrassing to say this on my application because I want to look as cool and competent as possible for you all, but it does say there's no rules and it should show off our personalities, so I'll be honest. I spent most of my life uninterested in music and thinking that I would never make it myself. That's right, folks. I'm a LARPer! But my high school arch nemesis, who I adore, came at me like, you just haven't heard good music, here, and gave me her iPod Shuffle, and well, she was totally right. I fell in love with pop punk and electronic stuff and so many types of music after that. Now I'm always discovering new music to love, and most recently, I got super into Vocaloid stuff, especially when it involves Kasane Teito. When I started VTubing in 2020, I wasn't confident in myself, but I knew that I wanted to make music, so my lore was that I was a wannabe idol. And so when I found Kasane Teito and heard that she dreamed of being a real idol, I felt a really strong connection with her as a character. So her music resonates with me very strongly. So that ADHD roller coaster took another turn, and a few months ago I started learning how to use her voice in Synth V. I released my first Teito song, Silly Little Thing, in June.
I can't stop being silly. I'm a silly little thing. Why can't I feel anything? Somebody please help me. Is there something wrong with me? I just want you to like me. Will you like me if I scream? Or am I just another meme?
I've had some crazy real-life circumstances that made it really hard to find my footing or be consistent as a VTuber, which I talk about in depth in this video here if you'd like to hear more about it, but it's not super relevant to this application, so I'll just leave it there for now. Why I want to join the Wildcard Club. Maybe this is obvious, but I want to make lots more music, and I look up to all of you quite a lot. It would be such an exciting honor to get to work with any of you at all. On anything, honestly. But to make music with you would genuinely feel like the dream I've had for so long of being a musician or singer is coming true. Please excuse me for this, but I just have to gush about each of you for a second. You said to have personality? Here it is, okay. Rin's gender presentation is so peak, and it helped inspire me to be more comfortable with being a little boyish and ambiguous in my presentation. Also, bro, if you're watching this, I've literally studied your shorts to try and get better at making my own. Not even kidding. Please teach me your ways, senpai. Oh god, I'm trying to be professional, but it's so hard not to be cringe. Anyway, I want to take a scan of your brain and replace my brain with it. But like in a normal way. Doki's kind of tomboy energy makes me feel less weird for being that way a lot of the time, and I'm often extremely overconfident and egotistical. As a bit, I swear. So seeing Doki be that way really makes me feel more validated in being myself unapologetically, which unfortunately means being extremely weird and laughing at my own jokes and causing problems for recreational purposes. I know I'll never be your #1 mint-themed friend. All hail Queen Minto. But if I could make it to #2 on that list, I would grow so powerful that I'd get detained and put down for the safety of the world. Iron Mouse is just generally amazing and so inspiring to me, especially since I'm a Latina and I have a physical disability. So seeing her so full of energy and so kind and working so hard, it's hard to explain how much that pushes me forward in my own content. I got nothing freaky or weird to say here, but if you wanted to kill me, I'd let you. In fact, please, it would be an honor. Please, please, please. Amelie's covers I've actually listened to long before I was a VTuber, and seeing her become a VTuber was so cool. I bow to the queen of badass boss battle songs and incredible singing. I am a lowly worm compared to her. Sorry, I don't have more to say about you. You're amazing, but I'm a little intimidated, so I don't want to be as freaky towards you. Not that I'm not intimidated by the others, but like, you guys get it, right? Amelie's more intimidating, right? She's like the most intimidating. That's not just me, right? Guys? I've been on a big push to get back into creation recently. I've been making a lot of shorts and streaming a bunch more, and I'm working on some long-form videos for my channel. And so, high-key, this application kind of pushed me to want to work a lot harder on getting back into stuff and making things again. So even if I don't make the cut, thanks so much for the opportunity, and I'm gonna keep doing my best out here, being my weird, silly self and making whatever music I feel like. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much for your time. Stay hydrated, and I hope we get the chance to work together soon. Bye!